Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC U0146 indicates a lost communication with CAN gateway in the Honda Pilot from 2016 to 2022. The controller area network, CAN gateway, is essential for communication between various control modules, including the Transmission Control Module, TCM. When a DTC is triggered, it generally means there is a disruption in the communication between the TCM and other systems due to faulty wires, poor connections, or malfunctioning components. Identifying the issue is crucial to restore vehicle functionality. Before proceeding, it's recommended to check the power and ground circuits associated with the control unit to ensure they're functioning correctly, as these can impact communication. Following proper diagnostic procedures ensures correct identification and resolution of the issue. DTC U0146 signifies that there is a communication issue between the CAN gateway and the Transmission Control Module, TCM. The CAN gateway plays a pivotal role as an intermediary, facilitating communication between multiple electronic control units, ECUs. The TCM, responsible for managing transmission operations, interacts with the CAN gateway. Thus, if there's a communication failure, it significantly hampers the vehicle's performance and functionality. These components are typically located under the dashboard near the driver's side, where they can be somewhat challenging to access. Therefore, understanding the locations of these components is vital for effective troubleshooting. Communication failures may lead to issues such as vehicle hesitation or stalling, thereby underscoring the necessity of addressing DTC U0146. There are several potential causes for the DTC U0146. Firstly, issues related to the power circuit could prevent the CAN gateway from functioning correctly. Since communication largely relies on stable power, any interruptions could trigger this fault code. Moreover, problems with the ground circuit can also disrupt the communication flow, leading to an inability for the TCM and other modules to exchange data effectively. Additionally, loose connectors or terminals at the CAN gateway or TCM pose significant risks. If the terminals are not securely connected, they may fail to transmit signals accurately. Therefore, it is critical to explore these possibilities thoroughly during diagnostics to pinpoint the exact issue causing the communication failure. When DTC U0146 is present, several symptoms may manifest in the vehicle's performance. Typical symptoms include noticeable transmission performance issues, which can range from erratic shifting to complete inability to change gears. Drivers may also observe error messages appearing on the dashboard, indicating that there is an underlying problem that requires attention. Furthermore, since the TCM is responsible for managing various aspects of the transmission, any failure in its communication may result in a significant decrease in efficiency and responsiveness. These symptoms not only affect the overall drivability of the vehicle, but can also pose safety risks, making it essential to address and rectify the DTC promptly. The first step in troubleshooting DTC U0146 requires the technician to turn the vehicle's ignition to the on mode, which activates the vehicle's electrical systems without starting the engine. Following this, the next crucial action is to use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC. Clearing DTCs is essential as it removes previously stored codes and allows for fresh monitoring of the system. After clearing, the technician should recheck for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS. If DTC U0146 reappears, it indicates that the issue is persistent and the failure has been duplicated. However, if it does not reappear, this could signal an intermittent failure, requiring further investigation into the wiring and connections. For the second step in troubleshooting DTC U0146, the vehicle must again be turned to the on mode to activate the necessary electronic systems. This step entails inspecting the CAN gateway system for any additional DTCs that could provide more context surrounding the communication issue. Utilizing the HDS is essential as it allows for precise retrieval of DTCs specifically related to the CAN gateway system. If any other DTCs are indicated, it is vital to follow the outlined troubleshooting protocols for those specific codes, as they could be contributing factors to the communication failure. Conversely, if no DTCs appear at this stage, it suggests that the next step must be taken to further investigate the functionality of the FCAN communication circuits. The third troubleshooting step involves conducting an FCAN bus connected unit check using the HDS. Selecting the function test option is crucial, as it will initiate a comprehensive examination of the connected units on the FCAN bus. This testing will help determine whether specific control units, including the Powertrain Control Module (PCM), are available for communication. The results of this check are telling. If the PCM for Bus A or Bus B is marked as not available, further investigation into specific wiring is warranted. Identifying unresponsive units within the CAN bus architecture allows technicians to isolate the issue accurately, leading to effective repairs and resolution of DTC U0146. In this fourth step, the technician should turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode to ensure safety while working on the electrical system. The next step involves disconnecting the connectors from the CAN gateway and the TCM, which isolates the components for testing. Once disconnected, continuity between specific test points must be verified to determine if the FCAN AH line is intact. Continuity testing is crucial as it checks whether there is an unbroken connection in the wiring. The specific test points involve checking the female terminal number 3 of the CAN gateway 16P connector against terminal number 34 of the TCM 58P connector. If continuity exists, it confirms the wiring is functional and the diagnosis can proceed to the next step. Continuing with the troubleshooting process, this step involves checking the continuity of the FCAN AL line. This involves similar actions to the previous step, where the technician must ensure the vehicle is off and the relevant connectors are disconnected for safety. The continuity test must be performed between specific terminals. Terminal number 11 of the CAN gateway connector and terminal number 47 of the TCM connector. Should continuity be confirmed in this check, the wiring is also intact, and technicians should inspect the connectors and terminals for looseness or corrosion, which could affect communication. If the wiring is determined to be functional, but communication issues persist, it may be necessary to replace the TCM. In Step 6, the procedure again requires the vehicle to be in the off-lock mode, followed by disconnecting the connectors from both the CAN gateway and the TCM. Following this, testers will check the continuity of the FCAN BH line, ensuring connectivity between designated points. This check is vital to confirm if communication pathways remain intact. The specifics of the test involve checking continuity between female terminal number 6 of the CAN gateway connector and terminal number 7 of the TCM connector. Upon confirming that the FCAN BH line functions as it should, the diagnosis can move forward. However, if continuity fails, technical interventions such as repairing the open wire are required. The final step involves confirming continuity for the FCAN BL line. As with previous steps, this involves ensuring the vehicle is off and connectors are disconnected for safety reasons. The technician will check between specific test points, including terminal number 14 of the CAN gateway and terminal 20 of the TCM. If continuity is present, the FCAN BL wire is in good condition, and attention should turn to inspecting the general connections and terminal conditions at both the CAN gateway and TCM. If the wiring appears intact, but communication continues to fail, it may be necessary to consider replacing the TCM to resolve the intermittent connection issue. After completing repairs related to DTC U0146, it is vital to conduct a thorough final verification to ensure the system is functioning correctly. Start by clearing the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS to reset the fault code history. Following this, it is essential to conduct a test drive under various conditions to simulate real-world operation and allow the vehicle systems to reacquaint themselves with one another. After the test drive, a follow-up check for the appearance of the DTC using the HDS is critical. If DTC U0146 does not reappear, this indicates that the communication pathway has been successfully restored. Verifying repairs at every stage ensures long-term reliability and functionality of the vehicle's systems. To prevent the recurrence of DTC U0146 in the future, regular preventive maintenance is crucial. Begin by conducting periodic inspections of relevant connectors and terminals to identify any signs of wear, corrosion, or loose connections. These inspections should be a part of routine service checks to maintain system health. Ensuring that ground connections are clean and free of corrosion will provide a solid base for electrical communication, thus reducing the chances of failure. Additionally, it is wise to monitor for any reappearance of the DTC frequently. Early detection of faults can be key in avoiding significant repairs down the line. By incorporating these preventive measures, the longevity and reliability of the CAN gateway and TCM can be significantly enhanced. To summarize, understanding the communication role of the CAN gateway is essential for diagnosing DTC U0146 effectively. Proper diagnostics involve a systematic approach that covers checking circuits, verifying continuity, and examining components like connectors and the TCM. Identifying the issue early can prevent more severe complications that might arise if left unaddressed. Furthermore, implementing regular preventive maintenance practices can greatly mitigate the risk of communication failures in the future. By focusing on component integrity and electrical connections, technicians can uphold the reliability of the vehicle systems, ensuring smoother operations and enhanced driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.